Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, several stocks up 5% or more. Fairly green day in the stock market today because of Mr. Jerome Powell put up that great news yesterday that he is going to be tapering on those interest rates. So he's not going to be raising as aggressively, which is good for the stock market. Could be bad for the economy, but that's not what we're going to talk about in this video. Today, we're going to be talking about the best stocks under $10 per share. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to be talking about stocks under $10 per share. One of your guys' favorite videos. We already talked about NEO in the last video and SoFi in the last video. So in this video, I'm going to bring 3 new stocks to you guys, all under $10 per share. We're going to dive into what's going on under the hood, if they're good stocks for long term, if they're going to double, triple, 5x their value. So this video is going to be huge growth potential with these stocks under $10 per share. Just remember, a little disclaimer, whenever we talk about these stocks that are under $10 per share, they're going to be a little bit more risky. So keep that in mind as we go through this video. And the first stock we're going to be talking about is Palantir Technology at $7.82 per share. Before we dive in, just subscribe on YouTube with post notifications on, and share this video that likes their stocks under $10 per share if you find some value in this video. So first up, Palantir up 4.7% on the day. In the last month, they're down 10%, and we can see that they have swings very rapidly. So this could definitely be some easy swing trade potential, maybe even option trading, going up 20%, selling off 13%, going up another 7%. And if we pull out even further than that to the 3-month chart, we can see that these trends happen time and time again. So if you are a swing trader and that's all you do is swing trade and options, then you're going to want to get in closer on the support, closer to under $7 per share, closer to that $6 per share mark. It looks like anytime it goes under $7 per share, Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR, it goes above $7 and closer to $8 per share once again. So with Palantir on the short term, I'm buying under $7 in that $6 range and selling above $7 in that $8 range for a nice swing trade. But let's talk about the long term of this company and what's going on under the hood. Palantir Technology is a holding company which engages in the development of data integration and software solutions. It operates through the commercial and government segments. The commercial segment offers services to clients in the private sector. So if if Palantir loses their government contracts, that could be very detrimental for the company. So obviously that's one big risk right off the bat, is that they have a big government segment. They have commercial and government, but government makes up a large portion of their business. Okay, the government segment provides solutions to the United States federal government and non-US governments also. The firm offers automotive, financial, compliance, legal intelligence, mergers, and acquisition solutions. Its products include Palantir Gotham and Palantir Foundry. The company was founded by Stephen Cohen, and that's a little 101 about Palantir. And they have now been a company for around 20 years with 2,900 employees and a market cap of $17 billion. They're a non-profitable company, and their 52-week high is closer to $20 per share. So we can see they're down 61%, but if we go from their all-time highs, they're down closer to 77%. Diving into their PS and PB ratio, we can see that they are overvalued even though they're not even a profitable company. Okay, their PE is closer to 170, and their PS is 8.7, their PB is 6.8. Okay, so it's not looking good right now. If we're fundamental investing, we're going to want to see Palantir closer to $3-4 per share. We're going to want to see it like cut in half basically, and then it would probably still be overvalued. And if we scroll down, we can see that this is backed up by their numbers. We can see that their net income is horrible, and if we look at the yearly on the annual, we can see the last 4 years, they've just lost money. They've lost over $2 billion just in the last 4 years. So if you're a CEO of a company and you're just hemorrhaging $2 billion over 4 years. So overall, I would probably only be interested in them in the swing trade and the option trade that we talked about earlier in this video. But let's go over the fundamentals just a little bit more to see if they can turn into a profitable company. Now, their revenue is where they are attractive year over year. They're growing double digits, 24%, 47%, 41%. But for the company with the P ratio, PS ratio, and PB ratio, way higher than I want it to be, they should be growing revenues 100 to 200% per year. So their revenue growth honestly doesn't impress me. Their net income definitely doesn't impress me. Their balance sheet is looking better. If we go back to 2019, we can see that they had 90% debt to asset ratio. I was definitely not interested in them. I thought they were going to go under. They raised their assets. They did raise money. So it'd be interesting to see how they did raise all that money from 2019 to 2020. And then 2021, we can see that they got their liabilities down tremendously, and now their assets to liabilities closer to 29%. And if we go look at the quarterly, we can see that that's still true. That's not trending the wrong way. So their balance sheet is one thing they have going for them. Their government contracts is another thing they have going for them that's positive. But the government contracts could also be negative. So make sure you definitely watch out for that. More bullish points about Palantir that you definitely have to consider. The company has sustainable margin expansion opportunities via improvements in deployment costs and by offering commercially available solutions to prospects. Palantir has strong government business and is diversifying into potentially higher margin commercial markets. It could become the data operation system for companies and industries in the future. So that's definitely something to consider if it does become one of the top data operation systems for huge companies and huge governments like the U.S. government, for example. So it does have a lot of growth potential long term. I wouldn't say it's a value stock. I would say it's obviously more of a growth stock, a risky stock. Okay, so that's why it's in this video. Palantir could be the answer to problems that governments and commercial customers face in successfully integrating large-scale data in cohesive and coherent manner to gain insight and drive action. Now, if we look at what some bears are saying, Palantir will likely encounter stiff competition in the years ahead, including enterprise software stalwarts, defense contractors, and even in-house development teams as its customers. With the multi-class share structure, investors will have limiting voting power. And we can see that Palantir is actually right on the verge of profitability. We can see that their EPS is teetering right between -2 cents and +3 cents per share. So if we can see that EPS pull positive, that's going to be huge for Palantir. If we just take a quick peek at what the analysts have to say about Palantir, they have an average price of $9 per share, which is 16% upside over the next 12 months. We can see that the top analyst has $15 per share and the bottom has $5 per share. However, take this with a grain of salt, because as we scroll down, we can see that there's no 5-star analysts really reporting. We can see that there are some 5-star analysts, these three here, Brad, Brian, and Keith, but unfortunately, they reiterated these price targets 24 days ago, and one said $7 per share, one said $10 per share in the next 12 months, and Brian from Raymond James actually reiterated a price target of $15 per share in the next and he just reiterated that 24 days ago. Obviously, with Palantir, take what analysts say with a grain of salt. Okay, now the next stock that's going to make our list for best stocks under $10 per share is Matterport, ticker symbol MTTR, at $3.28 per share. This is almost a penny stock, and we saw them down to $2.90 per share. That was just recently on November 30th. We've seen a 12% rally since then, and Matterport has not had a good run whatsoever, down 27% in the past 3 months and down 90% in the past year. That's almost as bad as it gets, down 90% in the past year. They were at $33 per share 12 months ago. So it's absolutely embarrassing what's going on. Let's see if this is a dead company and dive into some fundamentals on Matterport. If you didn't know, Matterport actually operates as a spatial data company that focuses on digitalizing and indexing the built world. The firm's products include 3D content platform, 3D camera, 360 cameras, virtual reality, and mobile apps. So if you ever went into like a real estate, like on Zillow, for example, and you've done like a walkthrough on a home, or seeing how your hotel room looks before you stay in online, and you can actually walk through the piece of real estate. That's what Matterport does, and they actually have a patent on some of that technology. Okay, so how can they be a $900 million company? They're not even a $1 billion company. So this stock, not only is it under $10 per share, but the market cap is also under $1 billion, making the ceiling for growth absolutely incredible on this stock. The 52-week high is 10 times higher than the price now. So if Matterport was to revisit the all-time high or the price it was 12 months ago, we can see a 10x gain on Matterport. We can see that this company is also on the verge of profitability, with EPS tinkering up and down, right on the edge of positive EPS. Right now, they're obviously reporting negative EPS. Their last three quarterly earnings were very good. They beat EPS by a tremendous amount. However, we really just need Matterport to trend towards profitability. We can see in the last 5 quarters, they did have one profitable quarter in Q1. They turned a profit of 71 million, but obviously they went to go on and lose that the following quarter. Now, in the last year, they have been reporting bad net income, but they were on the verge of profitability in 2019 and 2020. However, their most recent reports are not showing any signs of hope into profitability, which is a red flag. But we really want to see a big turnaround in 2023. Now, if we go to total revenue, we can see that they grow by 86%, 29%. If we go quarter over quarter, we can see that they're growing almost double digits in revenue growth every single quarter, and their net income is not. Their balance sheet is amazing. This is why I like this company. Look at the assets to liabilities. Their debt to asset ratio is only 8%. Okay, the company's market cap is 900 million, and they have 600 million in assets and only 54 million in liabilities. Okay, I look at a lot of balance sheets all the time, and you'll be very hard pressed to find anyone with a debt to asset ratio of 8%. So therefore, I don't think Matterport's going to be going out of business anytime soon, especially if we see their balance sheet, their debt to asset ratio continuing to stay under 50%, and obviously under 10%. If they can keep that for a whole year, that would be absolutely fantastic. Also, a good thing to consider about their excellent balance sheet is they have more cash and cash equivalents on hand than ever. They have a lot of short-term investments. Most of their assets you can see are tied up in short-term investments. So it really depends if those short-term investments will pay off. I think they should probably try to focus their cash and cash equivalents and their assets in general into becoming more profitable instead of short-term investments. But if we look at what analysts have to say about Matterport, we can see that they have a $6 price target in the next 12 months, which would be a 92% gain potential. Definitely possible for something like Matterport to hit 100, 200, 300% growth in the next 12 months. Okay, this company can definitely turn things around, and the hype in the market could become real again for Matterport. But if we scroll down, we can see that a lot of these analysts aren't five-star analysts, and they also reiterated a month ago or more. Okay, our only five-star analyst reiterated on May 10th, 2022 from Credit Suzy saying $10 per share. Obviously, we can't even consider what those analysts are saying because it was so long ago. In May, we saw Matterport closer to $4 per share. I mean, I guess it's not too far off the current price that it's at now. We've actually seen Matterport really trending sideways since May, only down 23%. And if we go back to like November 14th to May 10th, it's only down 16%. So it really hasn't moved that much since then, trading sideways a large portion of the time. And what we can do is short the stock. Okay, so let me talk about my plans for this stock so you guys can kind of understand. If we see Matterport, I do have price alerts above $6 per share. $6.01, $5.95 are my two price targets. So once it gets that high again, I'm going to be taking shorts out or buying puts on Matterport and riding that downward trending momentum. Because if they do get to $6 per share, they'll definitely end closer to $5 or $4 per share in just a few months from then. Every time we've seen them spike up to $6 per share, they've sold off. Now, my other strategy is going to be more of an offensive strategy, and that's going to be buying the dip and buying calls on the dip. So if we see Matterport under $3 and at $2.95, which it is approaching very rapidly right now, then I'm going to be buying many shares, hundreds of shares at a time for a swing trade. I'm also going to be buying call options on Matterport at $2.95 per share. So that's really where I want to buy the most shares at, under $3 and closer to that $2.95. And the last stock that we'll be talking about today is going to be Carnival, ticker symbol CCL. And if I didn't talk about your favorite stock under $10 per share, comment it below. Make sure it's a good stock that people actually want to hear about and not just, that you're the only one that ever heard about what the stock is. Okay, so I try to please as many people with this list, okay? Now let's talk about Carnival, because last time I made a video about them, we made a lot of money. Okay, you can actually check on my Instagram, we bought at around $6 per share, and we rode it all the way up to $10 to $11 per share. So that swing trade returned us around 50 to 60% gains. Absolute banger on Carnival stock. Now they are on this list again because there's a chance they could dip down to $7 per share again. They're at $9.95. They're down 45% in the last year. However, they're up in the last 3 months. Okay, we're going to see spring coming. We're going to see summer coming. So my plan with Carnival is to wait to around $7 per share, load up on some shares again for a swing trade. Probably won't do any call options, but a good swing trade on Carnival around $6 to $7 per share and riding it up to $10 to $11 per share always is going to be paying off, in my opinion. And here we can see Carnival, the video that I made. If you scroll down to October 17th on my page, you can watch the video and read the comments. I was talking about them at $7.11 per share, talking about how they're going to fly up, and then the next thing you know, they fly up to around $10, $11 per share. If you read these comments, they are kind of funny. Some people are saying, "Oh, you can't make money with Carnival stock and this and that. It was a $20 stock." But the good thing is that I did make some great money on this play. But the cool thing is that we did make some money on this play, and not only did we also got other people to make money on this play. Someone commented got in at $6.30. And if you want to see all my plays, by the way, and not just my free ones on my YouTube, I post 3 to 5 money-making plays that make money very quickly. A lot of people are making money in just a day or two of holding from option trading and swing trading. And if you want to see my most recent success stories, go to my success, click on the highlight section, success number 6 on my Instagram, and go to the most recent ones, because this week we have been making a bunch of money with Tesla calls and other things as well. So join the close friends list. Don't miss out. The money train's always going. Huge Green Day from Disney call, up $300, 11% just in one day, up 77%. You can see date purchased was 11/16, expiry date was 11/18. That was all in one day, made $1,000. Okay, hey man, just wanted to share this with you. I'm glad I took your advice. Thanks a lot. Even small accounts are welcome. Okay, we can see that this person only started off with $100, $158 for their average cost. You can see on the left, and their current principal is over $400, up 158%. This is all from this week too. And I can't post every single success story, so there's many, many more people that are sharing their success stories. And if you need someone to show you how to handle the stock market. If you're a beginner, you want to bounce your ideas off me, you can see, should I hold this call till tomorrow, or if you just need a second voice, someone to bounce your ideas off of, that's what I'm here for. I also do the coaching if you need help in that regard also. So DM me on Instagram if you want to join. Up 30%, up 186%, and these were all just from today. So make 2023 your year of success. DM me on the daily stock market. 185,000 followers now, 626 posts. Thank you guys for all the continued love and support you show on my channel. Even just liking these videos, subscribing on YouTube with post notifications on, and sharing with a friend goes a long way. I hope you did enjoy this video with the best stocks that are under $10 per share. Comment below what stock you want me to talk about next that's under $10 per share. The next video is going to be a dividend video. I know you guys also love these dividend videos, so I'll be putting out that soon. Make sure you're subscribed with post notifications on so you don't miss out on that dividend video, and so you don't miss out on any future videos with stocks under $10 per share. Thank you guys for the love and support. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.